morning. Good morning. Well, it's not really good to be morning, but how about let's just say good? Good. 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 Fill in the blank, I guess. Everything's good. Still wiping the sleep out of my eyes. The Blue Jays always laugh at my jokes. Everything I say is a joke. I'm kidding about everything, including that. I'm kidding. I'm not really kidding. Want to see my lemon meringue guitar? Or maybe it's more like a lemon or a cheesecake or a cupcake. I should call my guitar cupcake. Should I call this thing? I need some help. It's like lemon meringue pie. It's a piece of pie. It's a piece of cake. It's food. It's something edible. Popsicle. It's a. What else is it? It's yellow. It's reminds me of food, candy, cake, pie, edible substances. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is all this crap? I don't know what that reminds me of. The jungle. That's unrelated. Probably gonna paint the back like orange, or maybe like bright white. Should I paint the back? What color should I paint the back? I'm gonna do like a solid color, black. Black and yellow. My bumblebee. My bumblebee, my sunflower. Oh, it's still wet down here. Because leaves stuck to its butt. Look at the butt, such a mess. The butt's always a mess. I painted the outside of the sides of it with house paint. This is spray paint. This is a guitar that I was shaving all the paint off prior to this. My hands are getting wet paint on it. It's not even dry yet. Your butt's wet. Your butt's get wet paint on it. You sat down on a bench, had wet paint. Wet taint. It had wet taint on it. What was wet taint? One time I took a wet paint sticker and I rearranged all the letters in it. I had several different combinations. One of them was wet taint. Wet taint. That's why that was. I mean, see, without context, I mean, I have no idea what the fuck's going on here. Kind of like the Nightmare Hotel. The Nightmare Hotel. The terrible parable, almost too unbearable to tell. Okay, I'll give some context. The song I'm about to play is a song that was written on a challenge. I was traveling with some people. This girl I was traveling with, she was in a fight with her boyfriend and she was carrying on, talking about it all the time. I was being all silly in this hotel one morning and playing guitar and just making up songs, and it was kind of like you had to be there sort of thing. But she wanted me to, I was like having people challenge me to write songs about certain things, and like they would give me some topics and I just turn it into a song. You know, I was like trying to show off how good at writing songs that I was. And so she actually made a challenge for me to write a song. It was supposed to be a 2-minute song with, I had to mention 4 different phrases or topics that she was obsessing over or whatever. and and she filmed the whole challenge with her phone. So it was like this moment in time that she preserved, and sent me the video later, and that's how I was able to learn the song, because I would have never remembered it. But the song had to be about four different things, and I had to mention four different things in the song. One of them was I had to mention under armpit deodorant. She wrote them down for me, so I had to mention these things in the song. Um, and I had to I had to mention the Nightmare Hotel, which was the hotel that we were staying at the time when she had me write the song. It was just like this. It was just a mess. It was like a tweaker hotel. There was like all these fucking hippies and tweakers running around fighting and crying and all this crazy shit. It was just insane. It was like the most ridiculous scene I've ever had to take part in. All I was trying to do was get some sleep, and it was not happening. Um, so I had to mention the Nightmare Hotel. I had to mention under armpit deodorant, and then I had to mention the hell wound, which was a line from one of her boyfriend's texts. Like she was fighting with her boyfriend, and that's all she was talking about. This friend of mine. And I also had to mention this one line, which was like his famous last words in this text that he'd written her, which was like, this long saga of like this self-pity, like drama, and he's like, you gave me this hell wound, he called it. And then he's like, and worst of all, Trav. And then the text cuts out, and it's just like Trav. And, it's like, what the fuck is he talking about? And this was, she was obsessing over his text, and I'm like, I don't know what he was talking about. But I had to mention that line in the song, worst of all, Trav. I'm like, how am I going to make this work, And so I wrote a song on the spot. She videotaped me, and it's a pretty classic song. In fact, I love this song. I'll play it out of context all the time, and people are like, what in the fuck is going on? And I like that. I like being random. But this time I'm going to tell you the story about it so you can enjoy the greatness of this song. And in the video, she sent me this video, she sent me the video years later. It was a totally random. I was just like, wow, that's cool, Hi, baby. I love you. And so I learned the song, and in the video I fell over at the end of the song. It's funny because I was just like, I was in rare form, I was just being really silly. And it's like I ended the song with, because I played the whole song, and like I mentioned all the things that she wanted me to mention, but I didn't know how to end the song, and I didn't know how to include the line "worst of all, Trav." And so at the end of the song, I managed to work it in, and I was like, "Worst of all, Trav," and I fell over, and like that was the end of the song. So like kind of was like I was about to say something. I don't know. It's just silly. It probably doesn't even make any sense listening to me talk about it, but I'm telling the story to the best of my ability. And so the song ends with me falling over in the video. I wish I still had that video. Oh, man, I don't know how to get a hold of her either. I mean, I learned how to play this song maybe like 4 or 5 years after the incident where she filmed it, because she sent me the video years later, and I was like, oh wow, I totally forgot about all that, It's cool. And I learned the song because I thought it was so fucking funny. The Nightmare Hotel. It's just so classic. I guess her boyfriend had been giving her a hard time about, or it just had said something to her about how she should think about using under armpit deodorant. So she was all bent out of shape about that. She was a little hippie chick, she had like hairy armpits and shit. Classic shit. You had to be there, man. I'm probably glad you weren't, actually. It's all good, bro. It's all good, though. It's all good except for the parts that are bad, and those parts, well, they're bad. They're not good, so it's not really all good. But I'll say that anyways. It's all good, bro. It was the Nightmare Hotel. The terrible parable, almost too unbearable to tell, about a hell wound. It was the worst of all travesties, where this trapeze artist and his under armpit deodorant that strangely contains some new unnamed fungus, been known by many a user to induce hallucinations, which is quite dangerous since most people have such weak mental health. And so the company took it off the shelf, but not before this high-stepping, tightrope walking man. He thought he could fly and decided to try as the audience shielded their eyes. He fell without a net, he fell without a net, and the women wept like lucid hidden chicks losing it at the Nightmare Hotel. The terrible parable, almost too unbearable to tell, of a hell wound. It was the worst of all time. And that's how it ended. It was the worst of all trav. Somewhere there's a dude that like has no idea his text message created this wrinkle through time. Somewhere out there, there's a dude who has no idea that his text message he sent to his girlfriend had such a wrinkle in time, caused such a wrinkle in time. His girlfriend was so offended by his remarks, and he left on such strange terms. Well, I'm sure he wasn't gone, but the song isn't gone, and the memory lives on. Without context, the world is a scary place. With context, the world is a funny place. It can still be scary at times, but most of the time it's just silly. Really, really silly. The Nightmare Hotel. The birds are giggling at me. They get my humor. The birds understand me. The people, however, well, that's a different story. This old bottle I found, that seems cool. What, is it upside down? Oh, it's like turn this way to pour. Well, duh. I mean, how dumb you gotta be to not understand that? Saddlebum, what's up, my friend? It is a good morning. Well, morning isn't good, but if you want to call the beginning of the day a morning, I guess we can say it's a good one. You gotta break fast in the morning. You gotta break fast. Ow. I woke up in the morning and then I had to break fast. Oh, I broke real fast. I fell on the ground. It was the Nightmare Hotel. The terrible parable, almost too unbearable to tell. So I won't tell it. All right. Cold and shackle, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train. got a letter this morning, baby. Know what it read? You better get back to Tennessee, Jen. I woke up feeling mean. I went down to play the slot machine. The wheels turn around and the letters read. You better get back to Tennessee, Jed. Tennessee, Tennessee, there ain't no place I'd rather be. Baby, won't you carry me back to Tennessee? This song carries on like that for a while. So Flat Zoid, nice. Nice to see you, man. It's fucking cool. So this rising earth thing, this shit's gotta stop, man. This shit's gotta stop. I mean, it's like, because of what? Because there's a ping pong and a fucking slinky falling in a water bottle? I mean, without context, the world is just fucking bizarre, man. Like, what in the actual fuck? Somebody, like, is this real? So the slinky compresses while it's falling in free fall, right? Is that what's happening? Yeah, well, yeah, that's what we saw, right? The slinky with the ping pong ball attached to it creates what they call density gradient, I guess is what, or a buoyancy gradient, which makes sense. That makes sense. I think that checks out because the slinky falls to the bottom, because there's something holding it on top because it's floating, right? So you have the heaviest part of the slinky down here or whatever. That makes sense, right? Buoyancy gradient. I guess it kind of makes sense. Pretty abstract, but it's cool. I like it. So now they throw the water bottle and it's falling and the slinky compresses. And so therefore they're saying there's no buoyancy in free fall. But what's happening there, to me, it looks like it's falling and it's upright, because the ball's floating on the water, which is falling now. But the slinky's being, like when you're falling, there's pressure coming against you, right? Like, when there's motion, like if you're in a van and you're not wearing a seatbelt and the guy steps on the gas, you go flying towards the back of the van. Well, just tilt that the other way. If you're falling, you go flying towards the, like if you're in a box and you start falling, you fly up on the ceiling, right? Am I right? You're not going to be on the ground. You fly up to the thing's falling. So it's like naturally the slinky's falling, right? So there's pressure pushing up against it, so it compresses again. Am I right or am I tripping? So it's not exactly like there's no buoyancy. There's just pressure being exerted on this slinky because it's falling, so it compresses again. Am I tripping? I mean, is there a whole movement generated over this one stupid thing? Am I tripping? I mean, somebody help me out here. I'm not used to seeing you all naked like that, man. Oh, shit. No, whoops. No. Here we go. Yeah, add as a moderator. There we go. And see, you're talking all sciencey, bro. I'm trying to talk like fucking... That's what I saw there. I saw the slinky being compressed because it's falling. So there's motion pushing it upwards, so am I right? I mean, is that what's going on there? I mean, we got to see some other experiments, like let it fall without the water or with the ping pong ball not glued to the slinky or whatever, I mean, like just because what you said there probably is correct, but I'm just like, whoa, yes, Bess. The forces balance out and thus no difference in pressure between the ratio of the object and medium. The medium, of course, man. Yeah, but like, so was what I was saying, is that checking out? I mean, because what they're saying is that there's no buoyancy in free fall, but like, sure there is. I mean, it's like, depends how buoyant the object is. Am I tripping? I mean, it's like, like if you drop a feather, there's some buoyancy in free fall, right? Am I right? I mean, it can't be this easy to debunk, though. I mean, I feel like that there's got to be more going on here. I mean, what were they saying about the bubble? And I mean, we need to have a discussion about this. This is crazy shit, right? I mean, it's the same thing that happens. They're trying to compare it with like how we were when we first discovered flat Earth. It's like, yeah, we thought that was crazy too. I'm like, well, yeah, I know, but like, but when you sit there and think about it and you look around and you're like, well, that's not really all that crazy, is it? This, on the other hand, I mean, you can't sit there and look around and be like, oh yeah, look, that checks out. No, I mean, oh, right on, bro. That's cool. That's nice. No, but really though, I mean, I want to have a discussion about this because I mean, I'm not the smartest guy, but I feel like, there's a lot of Globers out there that would agree with me on that last statement I made. However, I don't think being a Glober makes you smart at all. I mean, I've been in this for a minute, dude, and I happen to see that there's plenty of smart people on our team, and I'm relying on them to get us through. Come on, Flatsoid, you keep talking sciencey. Don't let me discourage you. But seriously though, I mean, it's like there's a lot of smart people that I've seen on board this, and so like I don't think it's about me being dumb. Why I believe that the Earth is flat and stationary. I think it's because that's what every God-given sense in my body is telling me. The only reason I would believe the other story is because I've been indoctrinated into thinking that. I haven't left Earth. I haven't taken a good look at it and seen that it forms a sphere that's fucking flying around the sun. In fact, all I've ever really experienced is this level, motionless plane with the sun moving over my head. So if I have to get real about it, then I'm going to have to say, well, yeah, the flat earthers aren't fucking crazy. They're just stating the obvious. The unobvious is the other story, but it's just like when you've been so heavily indoctrinated and everywhere you look, there's a globe and you fucking, it gets fucking mentioned everywhere you go. It's just like it becomes your reality and you think that's what's really going on because, well, their model is designed in just such a way to where it can actually look like a flat and stationary plane while simultaneously not being that. So it's convenient for them, and it's not convenient for us flat earthers who look like stupid people because we don't believe the fucking, the common understanding of the fucking consensus is so precious that it's so important that we all have to abide by this consensus that when it really doesn't affect our lives at all. Like nobody has to treat the earth like it's moving. Like when a person lands a jet, they don't have to think, oh, which way is the earth rotating? No, they don't, because it's not. They don't have to nobody has to concern themselves over motion or curvature. So the conversation is pretty much a moot point, and it's moot in our favor. There's my rant. Like, fucking, am I wrong? Like, prove me wrong. I challenge you. I think the best part was when I said it's moot in our favor. It's moot in our favor. So there, take that. Once upon a bent space and time where you can curve in a straight line, put a dumb idea in your mind and think it's true. People call, say it's not true at all. Earth is flat, it's not a ball. You thought we were all kidding you. You used to laugh about it, all the things you heard us talking about, but now you don't laugh so loud. Now you don't seem very proud, trying to defend something that obviously just isn't real. Yeah, and how does it feel? How does it feel when you find out you're home? It's a completely different story than what you know. is a completely different story than what you were told. It's a stationary stone. It's not rolling or spinning or flying. I think I used to just sit out here and not acknowledge the birds. Either that or they're all talking to me now. So the woodpecker over here is all, he totally like makes remarks after I say things. He's all, and the little blue jay will laugh at my jokes. The little birds were coming over here chirping at me when I was talking about flat Earth. It's cool, man. The birds get it. Yeah, lost their minds, man. Like that's the thing, dude. It's like a slinky. I mean, you couldn't get, like I said, man. Without context, the world is just fucking bizarre. A slinky and a fucking ping pong ball, and the world is a different place. Who would have known that the person who invented the ping pong ball or the slinky that their fucking invention was gonna lead to a whole like subsect of society that's just like convinced the Earth is moving upwards. I mean, it's true that debunks the globe if that's true. But come on, man, we got way better proofs. The tiny bubbles. I mean, dude, the slinky compresses while it's falling because there's a motion. It's like, like if you were in a box and it started falling, you'd fall up to the ceiling unless you were restrained or something some way, right? Am I right? You'd be like up on the ceiling, falling down towards the ground with the box that you were in. And so, like, if you're a slinky and you're in a water bottle with a ping pong ball glued to you and you're falling, well, the same thing's going to happen. You're going to get pushed to the top of whatever container you're in. So you're going to like the slinky closes back up. You're like, look, there's no buoyancy in free fall. Well, sure there is. Drop a feather. What the fuck are you talking about? It can't be that easy to debunk, though. I mean, there's got to be something more there. I must be stupid, is what it is, right? I mean, that's the general vibe I got in the chat yesterday. I stuck it out, man. They were trying to talk shit to me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I told someone to fuck off or go fuck themselves, but nobody. I think once they saw that, they just stopped fucking with me. But like, I didn't leave the chat or get censored or anything. I mean, I was pretty like, I just kind of drew the line, like, all right, go fuck yourself. I'm trying to understand this, dude. Forgive me for asking dumb questions. You can come on, like, you got to understand that this seems crazy. Like, well, like, think about when you were a flat earth. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but come on, man. I mean, like I said, I went on the whole rant earlier. I'm like, the flat earth is obvious, though. Like, once you snap out of it, you're like, wait, so I can either be indoctrinated or just look at reality. Like, what? I mean, it becomes apparent after a certain amount of time. You're like, okay, wait, I can watch the TV and believe the indoctrination, or I can turn the TV off and just live my life in this reality that I exist in that's clearly not spinning or fucking curving, I mean, you can believe what you've been told, or you can just go live your life in a place that's awesome. Whatever, you can do both, but like, you're never going to leave the earth and go and be like, whoa, good thing that we knew about the earth spinning and the curvature and all. No, that's not going to be part of your life. The people that claim that that's happening, well, they've failed to show up to this conversation, and that's a little bit interesting. Okay, the only people that know the earth is a ball spinning through space, those are the only people who won't call us and debate us. It's the people that haven't left earth that really couldn't know, that are just all gung-ho about debating us. You'd think it would be like they would get some of those people on their team and come fucking shut us up. Where's that? When's that going to happen? We're 10 years into this. The fucking astronauts haven't showed up to the conversation. That's a little bit sus. There's famous people on the world stage saying the earth is flat. And so that's like basically calling them out, They got to get up on the world stage now again and be like, okay, what they said isn't true. And what I said before that is true, because they're on the world stage. Astronauts, are you kidding me? They're famous people on the world stage. You can't pretend they're not. So when someone gets up on the world stage, like, one of these famous tennis players or basketball players or whatever, actors, there's plenty of people that are famous that have gotten on the world stage and said the earth is flat. So we're not this some crazy little subsect of society. I mean, there's important people that believe this shit because they watch our videos. So it's just interesting that that's been stated on the world stage, and the astronauts have yet to come back out on the world stage and be like, "Those guys are crazy," or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they did. I don't know. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, because that would have been all over the place. That shit would have gone viral the second an astronaut opened their mouth about it. You know, they've been instructed to not to just act like mystified if somebody does mention it to them. You know, like bubbles in space. No, there's like paint flecks, and it's like, you know, it's like it's really a harsh environment in space, and the ISS is traveling through this harsh environment, so there's like little pieces of paint and stuff that fall off. No, a bubble looks different than a paint fleck. I think you're wrong about that. We know what bubbles look like. That's why we said there was bubbles. We would have said no, there's like paint flecks. Come on, man, we're scrutinizing your shit. You think we don't know the difference between a paint fleck and a bubble? Get out of here, man. Nice try. You know what I would have said? I would have said, yeah, you're right. Those are air bubbles. It's interesting how air works in space. Our spacesuit has to ventilate our breathing. You know, the carbon dioxide has to be released, so because we give ourselves CO2 poisoning if we didn't have that special valve that releases it, and there's moisture that builds up inside there because we're breathing, and so when the air passes out, it grabs some of that moisture and it makes like a bubble, and it floats away. It's crazy. It looks like we're underwater, but no, we're just in space, breathing in our spacesuits. Oh, he debunked our whole thing. Oh, now they got a reason for bubbles in space. But no, he tried to pass it off on paint flecks because they're stupid and they're lying. Paint flecks, what a joke. What a fucking joke. I can lie way better than him. I should be an astronaut. Can you imagine these astronauts when they get all fucking old and have dementia and they're all like just a mess? They're gonna have like Secret Service like following them around. Like, goes to the coffee shop. When I was a lad, I was at NASA. We used to fake space. It was so fun. You guys, I like your NASA shirt. Shut up, Grandpa. You're not supposed to say that. Oh, that's right. I took a non-disclosure. What is it called? An ND. What is it? NDA. I guess I'm not funny. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'll be more serious. I'm giving Flat Earth a bad look. Because, I mean, we really need to worry about our look. We don't want to have a bad look. I'm sorry. I can't stop, dude. It's just so fucking funny. Everything's funny. And without context, it's scary. That's what I'm saying. Without context, the world is scary. With context, it's silly and funny. If you're me, which I am. You guys know I have a green guitar, but do you know I have a lemon meringue guitar? What do you think? Yes, and I do play guitar. I make up songs like Papa was a rolling snowball. Wherever he made flat was his home. They say he rolled away one cold day. No, he's out there still rolling down this hill. No, the further he rolled, the bigger he got, until he got so big he could not stop. Roll on, Papa. Woo, yeah. Papa was a rolling snowball. Wherever he laid flat was his home. And then he rolled away one cold day. You know he's out there rolling, still rolling down this hill. He burst through the front door and melted into a puddle on the floor. And then Mama came in and mopped his ass. Yeah, roll on, Papa. Yeah, I'm a snowball too, rolling after you. Wherever he laid flat was his home. his home. What is that? And when he died, all he left us was alone. That's how the song is supposed to go, I guess. Papa was a rolling stone. That's a cool song. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Gotta be like snapping your fingers. Snap a finger to yourself. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Music has gotten so poorly fucking. That's like a hit song. Snap a finger to yourself. You can do it all by yourself. Really? Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm doing it. You can do it. That's a fucking hit song. Hit song. One hit wonders. That guy had all kinds of hits. Little John or something. Little John. That's a terrible name, dude. Your Johnson is little. You're Little John. You're little, you're so small, so small. Little John. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in the bathroom? John. Right? You know, I gotta go use the John. It sucks, man. Your name is John. I'm sorry, like everybody's name. There's probably a John watching me right now. I'm sorry, I don't mean any harm. My name's Forrest. Forrest Gump. Yeah, tell me to run. You know how many times I had to hear that? Your name's Forrest? Oh, run! Like, get to know me better. You're gonna be like, stop! Stop, Forrest, stop! One of my good friends bought me a license plate that said, they bought it in Monterey where the Bubba Gump shrimp place is. Hey, baby. You're looking good. You just came over here to do that? Oh, that was awesome. I love you. What was I talking about? Wasn't important. I feel like I was about to say the punchline though, whatever it was. Papa was a rolling stone. I don't know. Y'all weren't listening. It's all good. All right, what am I talking about now? I'm talking about something. Oh yeah, somebody got me a license plate and it said "Stop Forrest Stop" on it. You know, because they know me. They know to say "Run Forrest Run" is like such a cliche thing that everybody says to me. So I hung that on my door for a long time. It said "Stop Forrest Stop." So when you came to my house, you would see that and everybody'd laugh about it. You know, when you meet people and they say the same thing about your name, it's just like, it's old, you know. Sometimes I play dumb and be like, why are you telling me to run? What are you talking about? And it's nice to meet you too, but like, I don't like running, you know, like unless I really need to. I mean, sometimes I'll run, I guess, you know, just for fun. But, so, all right. No, it's a movie. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that movie. You never saw that movie? No, I did actually. It's just that you're annoying. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just thought it was funny. You know, you get it? No, I don't really get it. Why? Because we have the same name? I think it's funny. You're like, well, you don't have a very good sense of humor. No, actually, I do. This whole thing is a joke. I practiced this before we met. It's pretty stupid, huh? Yeah. I don't know. What do you do if everybody you meet says the same dumb fucking thing? I mean, you just have to get a sense of humor about it, right? So, yeah, actually, I have a really good sense of humor because I haven't hit you yet. Yeah. Because I haven't beat your ass proves that I have a good sense of humor. That's what I'll say if I ever meet Nicktoon. Well, when my mind is mud, I will laugh again and try to find the sense of humor to be your friend again. But your head's in the sand. charm. If by the fourth time you don't see a pattern forming, man, well, you just don't know what you've begun. You don't know what you've begun. You don't know what you've begun. And you don't know what you've become. No, you don't know what you've become. You don't know what you've become. As your story starts to spin, burning candles at both ends, playing a game that you know you're not gonna win. You're born to lose, baby. You're born to lose. When my mind is mine, I'm gonna be laughing again. Yeah, I know when my mind gets muddy, I think it's funny seeing everyone coming in with their sparkly clean minds. Yeah, look at that thing shine. It's just spotless, fucking thoughtless. Yeah, my mind ain't washed and it's staying that way. I don't need my brain washed today, but thanks anyway. My mind's getting muddier all the time. I know it's mine. Oh, when my mind is mine, I will laugh again. I think it's funny, it's so muddy. People laugh at me too, and I don't mind. And my brain ain't washed and it's staying that way. My mind is mud. I will laugh again. I'm just laughing, laughing, laughing again. Laughing again. When my mind is mud, I'm gonna be laughing. I'll be laughing again. Yeah, when my mind is mud, when my mind is mud, my mind is mud, I'm gonna be laughing, 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 laughing again. Yeah, when my mind is mud. People coming in with their mining operation, trying to mine in my mind. writing in my mind, and they might not like what they might find. They'll take one look at it and be like, whoa, never mind. Maybe you should mind your own business next time, and I'll mind mine. Have fun in your minding operation. I don't mind, you can mind my mind all you like. But if you don't like what you find in my mind, then you better just mind your own business next time, and I'll mind mine like I am doing now. My mind is mine, and yours is yours. Pay no mind, I pay no mind, I pay no mind. Tonight the city is full of morgues, and all of the toilets are overflowing. There's shopping malls coming out of the walls as we walk out among the manure. That's why I pay no mind, pay no mind, I don't mind, I pay no mind. Give the finger to the rock and roll singer as he dances upon your paycheck. Sails climb high through the garbage pail sky like a giant dildo crushing the sun. That's why I pay no mind, pay no mind, I don't mind. I'll sleep in slime, and I don't mind, I pay no mind. How would that go on the trumpet? I don't know how to play trumpet. What am I thinking? I pay no mind. Well, get out your lead pipe dreams. Get out your 10-foot flag. The insects are huge and the poison's all been used, and the drugs won't kill your day job. That's why I pay no mind. I pay no mind. I pay no mind. I just don't mind. Everybody put your mind up in the air. Everybody put your mind up in the air. Put your mind up in the air. Wave your mind in the air like you just don't mind. I don't mind. You can mind my mind. Good luck with what you find. Take one look, say never mind. Mind your own business next time, and I'll mind mine like I'm doing this time and every time. Too much going on in my mind for me to be minding your business. Yours is yours and mine is mine. It's quite easy to understand. There's a lot of fake ass weird shit these days, you know what I mean? I said there's a lot of fake ass weird shit these days. Everywhere you look it seems. Oh no, there's a lot of fake ass weird shit these days. They want you to fake it till you make it. Gonna fake it till you make it. Wanna fake it till you make it. If you fake it till you make it, your success is fucking fake. Off the cuff or off of intelligence. and not too much stuff and not too much relevance. Off the cuff, rough talk of intelligence. Stuff and not too much relevance. Ooh. Developments, peculiar elements, telepathic pelicans, and elephants. There's a lot of fake ass weird shit coming down the pike. I said there's a lot of fake ass weird shit these days. Everywhere you look, it seems. There's a lot of fake ass weird shit these days. Do you know what I mean? If you wanna fake it to make it, you can fake it to make it. If you fake it to make it, if you fake it to make it, your success is fucking fake. Off the cover of talk of intelligence. Off the cover of talk of intelligence. Okay, this stuff and not too much relevance. Developments, peculiar elements, telepathic pelicans and elephants. We're all in this together telepathically. We're all in this together telepathically. And I can tell a pathological lie from a mile away these days. I said I can tell a pathological lie from a mile away these days. My favorite part is, we're all in this together telepathically. That can get really funked out, if you know what I mean. Know what I'm saying? Should I get back to talking about Rising Earth? Rising Earth! There's a new uprising in the flat Earth community. Ha 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 ha. No pun intended. Well, it's about the Rising Earth and, well, a small subsect of the flat Earth community, which we all know are crazy. Well, they're even crazier now because they believe the Earth is moving upwards, and that's the effect of gravity that we all experience, which is obviously pulling us downwards because we fall. Watch me drop this microphone and prove gravity. I'm smart, they're dumb. End of story. Well, we know that things fall just because they fall. I mean, but usually, things fall due to their positioning in whatever medium they're in and their relative density to that and their general buoyancy based on their density. Well, that's the effects of gravity. That's what gravity makes those things happen. So what is gravity again? Mass attracting mass. So how can you falsify that if I mean, is that a scientific fact or is that just like a theory? Because science, you have to like be able to falsify, things like, do you want me to come up with an example for you? Like, how do you know that that's what's happening here when we can see there's other things happening? That doesn't really explain things all the way thoroughly. That's kind of like a shortcut to thinking is what I would say. Since it can't be falsified, that's like more like a religious belief. How are we going to test for that? So we're going to have to manipulate objects the size of Earth and the sun. We're going to have to isolate objects the size of the Earth. Come on, man, get out of here with that shit. No, we can prove it by the Cavendish experiment where these balls and come on, man, fuck you. No, you can't. You can't prove jack shit. You want to come up with a bunch of fancy pants fucking nonsense. That's what the Rising Earth is. I mean, talk about fancy pants. They got a ping pong ball and a slinky falling in the water bottle. I mean, and the slinky compresses and they say there was no buoyancy in free fall. Is that the gist of their thing? So therefore, when you're in free fall, you're basically sitting still and the Earth is moving up. That's what they're claiming. Is that the claim? I mean, am I crazy? When you're in the air, that's when the only time you're sitting still. And the Earth's going to rise up and catch you because it's always moving up. So there's no falling. So does that mean the earth is dribbling the basketball for me when I play basketball? That's what that means, right?
I found that picture of the car with the tree care. And it wasn't an upside down tree, but it was upside down tree care. Look,
Oh,
Freemason, and then XET, and then
you got a picture of
they
it?
have the Marine sticker too.
You got a picture of it?
Yeah, they were trying to run away. Almost seemed like when I was taking the picture, but
I
that
love
might be
you.
in my head.
I'm glad that you.
But like I was like trying to get a picture, and it's like it seemed like he was trying to speed up. I'm
It
like
is
trying
upside down tree.
upside down tree XET, and then the Marine sticker tree care.
What's the number?
And I think it had the colors on the side, like that's what it on the side of the car. That's what I remember I was talking about the colors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Weird, baby. That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
glad you found that picture.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking
And
about.
it says the life member of the California State Sheriff's Association on their license plate.
There's something fishy. There's you're on to something, baby. You're on to something for sure. That's weird, babe. I love it. That's crazy. I know. I believed you too. Upside down tree. Make some sense of that. It's a Freemason thing. She's good at spotting patterns. Upside down tree. Look for that. She's gone ahead and proved it to me already. She's spotted the patterns. Upside down tree in relation to Freemasons. There's a direct connection, and whatever it means, she's spotted it and she's pointed it out. And at this point, I can't deny it. I don't even need to go through all the examples. She just showed me another one, and it's direct. Like, there's an upside down tree. The word tree is upside down on the back of this dude's car, and it says care on the other side of the car. So it's like upside down tree care, and then underneath that there was a Freemason sticker. And the guy's like a part of the Sheriff's Association, and this other sticker. It's like, but that was just one. Okay, she's seen it more than one upside down tree in relation to Freemasons. So it's like yet another one. Upside down tree. Make of it as you will. It's just inversion, My name's Forrest, so when you think about it, it's funny that she's noticing this. It's like a message directed to her, It's like the upside down tree. It's like, are you sure your boyfriend isn't a Freemason? I'm not. But would I say I'm not if I was? Oh man, there's no getting away from this, is there? I just have to come clean. I'm not. But nobody believes you. It doesn't matter if you even say that, then you obviously are. But I'm not. I are not. If I was, I'd have like thousands of subs because I'd be so popular for no reason. Well, I ride on the mail train, baby. I can't buy the thrill. I've been up all night, mama, leaning on your windowsill. That song was by Bob Dildo. I play a lot of Bob Dildo songs. Like, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Well, I know that evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand. Let me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me. I landed on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jingle morning, I'll come following you. You get a copyright strike if you sound good. Well, take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped. My hands can't feel the grip. My toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels. Here you wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me disappearing through the smoke rings of your mind, down the foggy ruins of time, far past the haunted night, the haunted frightened trees, far past the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Take me on. What is it? Yes, it dance with. I forget how the words go. Silhouetted by the sea, with all memory and fate, driven deep beneath the waves. You forget about today until tomorrow. It's like once you start playing a song, you have to finish it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song with me, playing, sleeping and going to that's the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Well, you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging madly across the sun. It's not aimed at anyone, it's just escaping on their run. And before the sky there are no fences facing. I had to say that line right there. Well, there isn't, is there? And there is at the sky. The sky is a fence facing, is what you're saying. So the sky is the limit. Is that what you're saying? There is a limit? Enclosed earth much? There are no fences facing. If you hear vague traces of slipping reels and rhyme, do your tambourine in time. It's just a ragged clown behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow that you're seeing, that he's chasing. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song with me, play. Sleepy and they're going to jingle jangle in the morning, I'll come following you. There we go. I made it through the song. I'm gonna do a Bob Dylan impersonation act. That'd be good. Get the hat, and just have the cigarette going constantly and fucking you know, like flannel shirt, kind of like scruffy. I think I look like him, kind of. I think I might be him incarnate before he died. Whatever. Sometimes you get reincarnated before you're dead. It's like when you sell your soul, you kind of put yourself up for like auction, kind of. All right, so where are we going with this? I'm in the hot sun. There's only so much longer I can do this. I got to get some sun on my dome, though. Might even take off my shirt, get some rays. I'm not gonna torture you guys like that. I'm not no Lucky Haskins. I don't look sexy with my shirt off like he does. Shout out to Lucky Haskins. What was his title? It's like, so I was drinking a beer or something. I love that guy. And it's about a beer or some shit like that. He said some random shit about joining the police force or something. They don't have no Crown Vic for me. I'm not joining. I left a good comment in that video. I was like, oh yeah, man, same thing happened to me, or a similar thing happened to me. I joined the army under false pretense. I was all like trained and fucking suited up and all fucking fitted with weaponry and ready to go fight a war in Afghanistan. And I'm like, hey guys, aren't you forgetting something? They're like, what? I'm like, where's all the drugs? They just looked at me aghast, no comment. I'm like, what, you expect us to go fight this war sober? Still no response. Just looking at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, man, come on. I joined the army. I went through all this training and all this shit because I was told we were fighting a war on drugs. I'm not going to go fight sober. You guys better make with the drugs, man, because I'm not going to fight a war sober. I'll fight a war on drugs. No problem. But not sober. But he's all, you should file a lawsuit. I'm like, I think I might have a good case. Because without context, the world is a bizarre place. Indeed. Getting stranger all the time. See, I got my G string on my B string peg and my B string on my G string peg because the G string always breaks and then it's shorter. And so I had to wind it up to a closer tuner peg. And this is all stuff you don't need to know. But sometimes my guitar's out of tune, that's all. And I don't know how to tune it because I jacked it. I wrote the words of this song. After years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth. It seems we found out that there's nothing to find out. The fact is we don't know the facts. The fact is we don't know the facts, but we've been acting like we do for so long now. And it's hard to backpedal with your foot in your mouth. So we're just trying to wait for everyone to figure it out. if I could go back in time, I'd have a word with myself. I'd tell myself to settle down. Don't lose your cool. Try not to break so many rules. If you're gonna, you better have a good poker face on. Yeah, you know your place in your part, so go play it with all your heart. Now I'm starting looking like some kind of has-been that never was. It is what it is. Unless it isn't, then it ain't. You're gonna faint from being so stressed. If you're gonna take some time off your feet, well, you better try not to miss a beat, because forward is the only way through. Yes, sometimes catching up with you is catching up with you. Time catches up. Look, here it comes. Time catches up with you. Catches up with you. Time catches up with everyone. And it doesn't really matter now which way you go. Time is ticking down every road. Doesn't really matter now which way you turn. Time's always gonna be right there. Doesn't really matter which way you stare. Wherever you look, you're gonna find it right there. Time catching up with you. It's catching up with you. Time catching up. Don't you know? Time's catching up. It's catching up with you. Time catches up. Look, there it goes. You can tell now how much I really care. That's why I'm here right now and I'm no longer over there. Yes, I've seen that style before, man, but it's like a style that's just not in style anymore. Though these days everything's been redone, rerun, rehashed, revamped, thrown back in your face again and again. See if it can fly, but it can't. As if they didn't make enough cash on the flip, now they're gonna keep going back to it like some kind of one-hit wonder that never really even hit. Fuck. I hope you have a nice weekend. I don't want to dumpster dive off the deep end. It just gets on my nerves when I keep hearing the same shit I've already heard. I'd rather hear some people think and try to do something new. Think and speak, try to believe in something true. Something new. Think, speak, teach, believe in something true. Think, speak, do something new. Think, speak, teach, believe in something true. Think, speak, teach, believe in something true. Think, speak, don't preach, just do. 'Cause time's catching up with you. After years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, working in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth. It seems we found out that there's nothing to find out. That was it. 16 Alpha V. I need to change my ways and start looking at my notifications at the end of the day instead of the beginning of the day. Oh, yeah. That way you miss everything. Makes sense to me, but I'm bass backwards. And we've been living in a bass backwards world. Everything's been hurled into obscurity, and we can barely see the way it used to be. Living in a bass backwards world, everything's been turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out. Living in a bass backwards land, no one seems to understand or be able to make any sense of it. Everything's been inverted, perverted, subverted, while we've all been herded like cattle to the slaughterhouse. Oh, oh no, that's backwards world. Everything's been turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out. Bass backwards world. We've been living in a bass backwards world. Everything's been hurled into obscurity, and we can barely see the way it used to be. Now it's like those Bernstein Bears. No, it was never Bernstein Bears. I know that for a fact. Don't you hate it when people with shitty memories try and tell you you have a shitty memory? That's some bass backwards shit. Right, it sure is. There's bass backwards shit. This has been one Bass Backwards show, brought to you by Bass Backwards. Your Bass Backwards bro. He's a poet and he knows it. But he knows that he can't play trumpet, yet he still tries. He does it. If you can do that, you officially play trumpet. Charge, because you could lead the cavalry to victory. We might need to form a cavalry. Or is that some kind of like, what is it anyways? Seems like sort of like a army or defense or something. But maybe it's just a bunch of dudes playing horns. In which case it's pretty useless if the shit hits the fan. The shit's hitting the fan. Quick, get the cavalry and get their horns. What do the horns do? Well, they get us charged up. I'm charged up already, man. Let's just not waste any time. No, get the cavalry. Call those guys. You gotta get the horns. Get the big bass drum guy too. The marching band. Come on, we gotta go to war. Are you fucking crazy? No. Okay, we'll get the band. Maybe I'm crazy. Band could march. We're going to war. Guys with their rifles. Take out the band first. It's like, duh. They're sitting ducks. Then they don't have their morale anymore, and then they're easy at that point. Take out the band, then they lose their rhythm, and they're just, we can shoot them all. It's like, duh, the band is the first to go. When you have a role in the cavalry band and you're going to war, you're on the front lines. See, the musicians always had it rough. That's the thing. Back in the day, we were the first to go. The British are coming. Dun, 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 dun. Do you really believe that's how it went down? A dude on a horse beat the British army? Okay, whatever. You think that if you want. That's cool. I'm down. I like this. I like those heroic stories. Paul Revere. He was a pervert and he liked to wear women's panties, but he was the man who took down the British army after throwing a bunch of tea into the ocean. Hi. Do it what you will, baby. So like they were just trying to make a big cup of tea. That's all they were trying to do, sir. Like we weren't trying to have a Boston tea. See, the Boston Tea Party, it's been misinterpreted. We weren't trying to rebel against you. We were trying to make a really big cup of tea, the Atlantic Ocean. We figured if we put enough tea bags in it, we would just make one salty tea. That's what we were trying to do, sir. We weren't trying to stick the middle finger up at you and say no taxation without representation. We would never do that because the king is always right. The king is infallible. The king is always right. If you say something naughty online, well, the king can throw you in jail and fine you and get you butt fucked. Yep, you can do that. And you're just pretty much, you got to bend over. You don't have no First Amendment. It's lunacy. First Amendment lunacy is crazy. They want freedom of religion. They want freedom. One amendment, and there's like 5 things they ask for. It's all this freedom stuff. It's like they want to be able to say whatever they want. That's fucking madness. And they want to be able to practice whatever religion. And they want to be able to gather how they will, how thou wilt. And they want to, there's something else in there too. There's a few things. They want to be able to have grievances with the government. Don't they realize that we govern their mental? How dare they take up grievances with us? It's like we're going to set up a country where you're free and there's freedom. Okay, now let's establish a government. A what? You're setting up a country that's free, but you want to set up a mind control? That sounds kind of, I don't know. Okay. Can I be in the government part? Can I be one of the guys that doesn't have to do what you say? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Then I'm down. Let's go. Let's do this. You guys serious though? All right, whatever. Fuck the British. Fuck the king in his pie hole. He is wrong. He can be wrong. He's human. Humans are wrong. Look at you, man. Look at you, man. Who are you, man? Just another fucking human being. Look at you, man. Who are you, man? Look at you, man. Who are you, man? Just another hue, man. Just a hue of a man. Just a shade shy from a real guy. Shadow of a man that you used to be before you became so damn shady. Look at you, man. Just another stupid human being. Stupid human being. Stupid human being. Stupid human being. Stupid. Look at you, man. Who are you, man? Just another hue, man. Just a hue of a man. Just a shade shy from a real guy. Yes, shadow of a man that you used to be. Look at you, man. Who are you, man? Just another stupid human being. Stupid human being. Stupid human being. Stupid human being. Stupid. I'm a stupid human being. Stupid. I'm a stupid human being, stupid. Human being, stupid. Human being, stupid. You get caught in a loop. I'm a stupid human being, stupid human being, stupid human being, stupid. I don't know where to stop. Because I'm a stupid human being, stupid human being, stupid human being, stupid. I don't know where to stop. Because I'm a stupid human being, stupid human being, stupid being human, stupid being human. That's stupid being human. Who are you, man? Just a hue of a man? That's a shame. Just a shade shy from a real guy, I guess. Who are you, man? You're just you, man. You're just you, man. Who are you, man? Who am I? This song tells you who I am. It tells you who I am and how I am, who I am, who I am, who am I? I didn't go to heaven, heaven came to me. I didn't come around, I just came to be. I didn't write this song wrote me. And it tells you how I am, who I am. To I didn't write this song. This song wrote me, and it tells you how I am, who I am. Who am I? Do you know? No? We can keep it that way. We can keep it that way. You say so. Didn't go to heaven. Never came to me. I got everything in its right place. There's no time to waste. No time to waste. It's a picture perfect paradise. Isn't that nice? Take my advice. Don't think twice. Just dive in headstrong. Don't wait too long. Got everything in its right place. There's no time to wait. We have a picture perfect paradise. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Take my advice. Don't think twice. Just dive in headstrong. Don't wait too long. Got everything in its right place. There's no time to waste. No time to waste. It's a picture perfect paradise. Isn't that nice? I didn't write this song. The song wrote me, and it tells you how I am, who I can be. Who are we? What are we doing here in heaven? Oh, it's so hot. I'm sweating so profusely. It's good for me. I need my vitamin D. You've been listening to the music of Dr. Bass Atwood, the reverse psychologist, MD. Living the life, living the life of a stand-in, is random. The lifestyles of the stand-ins is random. You're just standing there, and you don't stand out that much. You're just a part of the scenery. That's all you really seem to be. Just a drop in the backdrop there. Not supposed to be given much thought. And at the end of the day, you get paid, but you're just expected to go away. 'Cause you're just another dumb schmuck stuck in a tough luck situation that you really had no hand in. You're just another stand-in. You are random, living the life of a stand-in. A stand-in is random. spotlight, sunlight there. There's a man in a crowd wearing a look on his face. I'm under abandoned. Yes, it's you, the stand-in. And that was pretty random. Living the lifestyles of a stand-ins. The stand-ins. You get taken for granted. But it's important you know, it's very important you know, life goes on even after the show. You think you belong to is over. Everyone has to go back to what they were doing before you all put on the show. And in the real world, heroes are rarely ever known, 'cause no one cares, they're all at home, stuck in front of their boob tube or their YouTube, tuning out the real world outside, while they revere these people who seem so courageous and brave up on their second stage, like this man who would throw it all away just to save the day, as he clutches the hand of his true love, while she's dangling above a bottomless pit, and his other arm is stretched out to its full length, as he clings to the lowest rung of the rope ladder that's been hung from a helicopter that hovers in the sky, right as a pilot whistles on a fucking lightning bolt strikes. Somehow they escape because it's all a movie. It's fake. It's not real. It's of no consequence to you. What these people really do, they're just acting. You are standing there, living the life. You're living the life of a stand-in. 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 The life of a I don't know. He was a good stand-in, though. He was a standard stand-in. He stood standy, standable. He is very understanding. He stood like a standard stand-in. Standard. He stood standard, standy puss. He stood standardly. He understood his standard stand-in role. He stood there like a stand-in stands. Go stand at your stand, man. Stand there, stander. Stander standing. He was a bystander. Well, he was just one stander. But he was by. Bye now. I'm just kidding. I need to go get something to drink, though. If you guys want to hang out, I might not end the show just yet then. Roger, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. PhD, what is that all about? Maybe I should get one. People take me more seriously if I got one of them. PhDs. They talk flat earth all day long. PhD, flat earther. They don't give you a PhD when you're a flat earther. That'll be the day. That'll be the day when the globe Earth dies. That'll be the day. That'll be the day when the globe Earth dies. That'll be the day. I got my flat Earth PhD. All right, well, I'm gonna end this here stream because I'm fucking thirsty and I don't want to make you guys wait for me to quench my thirst. All these beads of sweat, man. This is a labor of love because I love you guys. I perform. Don't be strangers in my echo chamber. Thank you very much.